Morning, guys. I'm not going to be there today, um, but I'm still going to give you your mini lesson. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to, just as if I was there, except it's just kind of like you and me, and we are going to make some notes to put in your journal so that you will be ready for tomorrow's DOL. When you finish this activity, you need to take a picture of it and post it to this seesaw activity so I know that you did your part in today's lesson. So here we go. Are you ready? You have two pages here. You have one that says point, line, line segment, ray, and then you have some examples down here. So we're going to start up here, and what we're just going to give some really quick definitions. Now, I don't have the best mouse. Um, so I'm going to do the best that I can with what I have. So we're going to start with the word point. A point is, oh yeah, I don't like that one. Let's do this one instead. Open, open. There we go. All right, so a point, we're going to go over here. A point is a determined, oh, that's horrible. Let's make it smaller. A determined space. Look at that. That's so horrible. Try to keep yours in the box. It is a determined space that shows placement. So you may see a point on a line. You may see a point on an angle. You might see a point in a data chart. So all a point is a mathematical word for a place. Okay, so now we're going to go down here to ray. Ray, the easiest way that I have ever um, remembered what a ray is that it kind of looks like the letter Y. A ray has a definite starting point, definite, and it will always have a starting point. So this is my starting point right here. Oh my heavens to Betsy. This is my starting point. Why are you not working for me? This makes no sense. Okay, whatever. This is my starting point. Oh. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, let's try something else because this is not working. Here's my starting point right here. This is the beginning of something. And then it goes on forever and ever. And the reason why I know it goes on forever and ever is because there's an arrow here. This is called an ray, not an array, it's a ray. And the easiest way to remember is if you're looking at the letter Y, where they come together as a point. And if I wanted to, I can make that Y go on forever and ever and ever. All right, so now let's look at the two common misconceptions of lines and line segments. Now, with no fault of your own, your entire school career, every teacher, including myself, has said, can we get in a line? Well, technically, it's not a line because a line goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. It never ends, and we know that because we have two arrows that are facing in the opposite direction. So when you think of a number line, it is truly a line because the arrows show that those numbers are infinite. It goes on forever and ever and ever and will never end, and that is a line. What we're really asking you to do instead of line up in a line is what we should be saying is, can I please get you to line up in a line segment? A line segment has a beginning and an end. All right, so we have a beginning and an end. What it is, it's a chunk of a line. So if you think of a number line, and let's say I want to take out a chunk between 1 and 4. Well, 1 is the starting point of that chunk, and 4 is the ending point of that chunk. So a line segment is really what you guys line up in every day. There's a beginning and there's an end. All right. So now here's what I want you to do. I want you to listen to me very carefully, because now you're going to pause the video and then you're going to cut out each one of these 4 squares and you're going to set them to the side. So you're going to cut this one out, cut on the dotted lines, and you're going to cut this one out, so on and so forth. So you're going to cut those 4 vocabulary words out and set them to the side. All right. Now, here comes the next part. It's pretty simple. Your mini lesson today is pretty simple. So we're going to start with this one. We have 2 shapes here. This one right here is a 13-sided figure. This has 13 sides. All right. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a hexagon. I know it doesn't look like a regular hexagon. It is an it's a not normal hexagon. A hexagon is any figure that has 6 sides. So all we're going to do here is we're going to highlight the points. So I am going to pick another color, and a point, well, this is where 2 lines to come together and show a place. This is where 2 lines come together, and this one, and this one, and this one. So you're going to put a point every time you see 2 lines that come together to create a stopping place, a moment in time that needs to be marked, okay? And we're going to do the same thing over here. This is a point, this is a point, a point, a point, a point, and a point, okay? So there's our points on those shapes, also known as vertex if you're talking about 3D figures. All right, let's move next door to highlight lines. Now I want you to remember that lines go on forever and ever and ever. In order for it to be a line, there must be an arrow on both ends. So since there's an arrow on both ends here, this is a line. And since there's an arrow here and an arrow here, this too is a line. What about the other 2? Now this has a start and a finish, and this one has a start and a go on forever. So those are 2 different things. All right, so make sure you have this down, and let's scroll down and do the last 2. We're going to do line segments. A line segment is what you line up in every day. It has a definite start and a definite end. So this would be a line segment. So highlight this one. If I do it, you do it. This would be a line segment right here. Are there any more line segments in this figure? No. So let's do the rays. Remember, the ray kind of looks like the letter Y. It has a starting point and an end that goes on forever. Is this a ray? Yes. How about there's a starting point and an end that goes on forever? Is this a ray? Yes. All right, very good. So you should have all 4 of these copies. Now here comes the next part. I am going to scroll out some so you can see all of it. You are going to highlight. No, you're not going to highlight. You already cut those other 4 squares out. Now what I want you to do is I want you to cut the perimeter of this piece, and you're going to glue this entire piece here all the way around onto your next clean page. Now, when you get ready to glue the 4 little flaps that you cut out the first time, you're going to put your glue here and then put the point definition there. And then you're going to put your glue here and then put the definition of a line. And then here at the bottom, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put the glue at the bottom like a little tiny fold tab. So you're going to put some glue here and glue your line segment. And then you're going to put some glue here and glue down your rays. Once you have your notes done, I want a picture of your completed notes in your journal. Post it on this Seesaw activity, and then you may start your workshops. Remember to be in your best behavior and do what you know you're supposed to be doing. And I will see you guys tomorrow.